Hey, in today's video, I'm talking about the breathing exercise that's been shown to double your energy levels. If you want to have more energy, better mental clarity, this is the video to watch. And it's simple. You can do this in 1 to 2 minutes. It's that simple. It's called box breathing. The reason why it's called box breathing is basically draw a box. At the top, you write in 4-second inhalation, meaning you're going to inhale for 4 seconds. That's at the top of the box. On the sides, you're going to put in a pause, 4-second pause. And at the bottom, you're going to put in 4-second exhalation. So what you do is you take a deep breath for 4 seconds, okay? Then you stop breathing for 4 seconds. You exhale for 4 seconds, and then you stop breathing again for 4 seconds. And then you go back and you repeat that box. It's called box breathing. And what it actually does is it actually increases the amount of carbon dioxide in our bloodstream. Now, we've been told carbon dioxide is bad, that's why we have to exhale, we gotta get rid of it. But actually having a little bit of carbon dioxide building up in our bloodstream activates our vagus nerve. And that vagus nerve helps calm our body. It's part of our parasympathetic nervous system. So it brings calmness. It actually helps us with mental focus, mental clarity. If it's at night, it can actually help us sleep better, right? Get better quality overall sleep. And it actually helps us get better with our lung dynamics, our ability to pull oxygen out of the bloodstream, right? Or pull oxygen from the air, I should say, and then get it into the blood. And then it actually enhances the fact that we're kind of increasing the carbon dioxide, actually increases the osmotic pressure for the cells to pull oxygen from the bloodstream. So we become more efficient with the oxygen that we are getting into our system when we're doing this. And this is something simple you could do for 1 to 2 minutes a day, or 1 to 2 minutes a few times a day to create calm, to improve your energy levels, to improve your brain. It's simple and it's easy. So what it's been shown to do is reduce stress hormones. That's one of the big elements of it, which allow you to focus better. So it kind of calms the chattering box in your brain, right? When stress hormones are high, oftentimes it's like this constant chatter in our brain, so it helps calm that. It's been shown to actually increase mood and mental clarity. Actually, a 2023 study showed box breathing to be really powerful at improving mood and happiness levels, right? So mental clarity, lowers blood pressure, lowers anxiety, and improves sleep quality, and improves our overall level of calmness. And so one thing we want to do with it is when we're doing our inhalation and our exhalation, we want to make sure that our mouth is closed and that we're doing it through our nose. It's called nasal breathing. When we nasal breathe, we increase what's called nasal nitric oxide. And what that does is it brings more oxygen up into our brain. So if you're doing it with your mouth, if you're inhaling like that, you're getting less oxygen to your brain. When you're inhaling with your nose, more oxygen to the brain. That's what we want to produce better mental clarity, better mood, better overall happiness. And so basically what do we want to do? Take a 4-second inhalation through our nose, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4, hold for 4, and then do it again. Go right back to it. So obviously we are inhaling just for 4 seconds out of the 16-second box, right? And that puts us in a light state of oxygen debt, which again is a mild stressor on the body. And now that allows us to become more effective and efficient at taking in oxygen. And I recommend doing 4 to 7 rounds of that box. 7 rounds is roughly about 2 minutes. So 4 rounds is a little over a minute, okay? 7 rounds, just under 2 minutes. And I recommend doing that 2 to 3 times a day. Particularly times where you really want to have better energy, better mental clarity, perhaps a time when you feel maybe stressed. It's a great way to reduce stress and tension, so that's a great time to do it. Or if you're having trouble falling asleep, that can actually help you improve your overall sleep quality. So those are great times to use box breathing. A lot of high performers do box breathing before they do a presentation, for example, to calm their anxiety, calm their stress hormones, so they can perform at their best. A lot of students have been doing box breathing before they take a test or something that maybe stresses them, and they need their best mental performance. So think about using box breathing as a tool in your tool belt to have better mental performance, less anxiety, more calmness, and better overall energy. And at the same time, you can use it to just improve your day-to-day quality of life, because when you're doing this on a regular routine, a regular basis, kind of like exercise, you get more fit. When you're doing box breathing on a regular basis, it makes you more better respiratory fitness, better oxygen extraction, better mitochondrial health, less stress and tension, less anxiety, and you're able to really live, your quality of life dramatically improves. So that is how you want to approach this, making sure, again, you're doing it with nasal breathing. That's always super key with this. And then an advanced tip that you can also try is breath holds. Okay, now with the box breathing, before I go into the breath holds, I actually want to say with the box breathing, if a 4-second pause is too long, try 2 or 3 seconds. So you can even do 4-second inhalation, 2 or 3 second pause, 2 or 3 second exhalation, 2 or 3 second pause, and then do the 4-second inhalation again. Okay, and then you can work your way up to a 4-4-4, right? 4-4-4-4. And so you can do it many different ways. If it seems too stressful on you, just back down the amount of time you are not inhaling. What most people do wrong is they're doing short, shallow breaths and they're breathing too often, right? So too many breaths per minute and short, shallow breaths, and not really spending a whole lot of time with their exhalation, so they're not activating that vagus nerve. The key there is just making sure that we're getting good long exhalation, pauses, right? Good inhalation. So that's what we're trying to do, is really improve the overall breathing mechanics and doing it in such a way that we stimulate that vagus tone. That is key. That's going to put us in more of that parasympathetic mode, and that's going to really help us improve our quality of life. And then the advanced strategy is actually breath holds. So once you master the box breathing, then it's a really good idea to try breath holds. And this is something that, for example, swimmers do. They practice breath holds, and many swimmers can hold their breath for 2 minutes underwater or longer. And when we do that, we actually get a lot better at extracting oxygen when we do breathe. So when we do inhale, our cells get really good at pulling oxygen from the bloodstream because we're challenging them. It's just like a high level of fitness, right? We get stronger, the more resistance training, the heavier the weight that we're lifting, we're getting stronger. It's kind of the same with the breath hold. So I recommend starting with, it could just be 30 seconds, where you take a few deep breaths, hold for 30 seconds, and you'll feel, the challenge to it. And then, when you're ready, you inhale again, okay? And then work your way up and see if you can get it to a minute, okay? And do that once or twice a day, and just kind of get a couple reps in each day, or maybe a few times a week. And over time, you'll get better at breath holding. And the better you are at holding your breath for a period of time, the better your cells are going to be at pulling oxygen from the bloodstream. So they're going to have better efficiency and extraction of this oxygen, utilizing it to produce energy. And your body's going to become more metabolically fit and more stress resilient. And ultimately, the quality of our life is going to come down to how stress resilient the cells and the mitochondria are within the cells of our body. Doing something like box breathing as well as breath holds can help improve our stress resiliency and give us that energy, the mood, happiness level, mental clarity that we really want so we can thrive in life. So try that out today. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my channel, browse the various videos that I've done on similar topics, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button. That way you get notified whenever I put up a new video training. Thanks so much for being a part of our community here, and I really hope you enjoy the videos that we're putting out on a regular basis. Be blessed.